You know what, as Chief of the Peel Regional Police, it's been a real honor for me to come here today and to address this crowd. So I know you're probably thinking, so what lesson is the Chief of Police going to speak about today? And you're probably thinking that I'm going to say things like, stay out of trouble, don't do drugs, don't drink and drive, only cross the street at pedestrian crosswalks, don't steal, and always wear your seatbelt. And you know, they're all really good lessons. But this isn't what I've come to talk to you about today. I want to first tell you that your hard work and your dedication and your commitment to your schoolwork is being rewarded and celebrated today. And I want to congratulate each and every one of you. You should be very proud of yourselves. And you should be looking forward to your next adventure in what will be a lifetime commitment to learning. So in trying to decide what I would say to you today, I thought I would try and keep it simple. I'm going to talk to you about lessons that I give my new recruits and my new sergeants. And they are the 5 C's to success. So today you're graduating from Sherwood Heights, and this marks a significant event in your life. And I truly hope this is a special day for you, one that you will reflect on as you move forward. I also think it's important that today you recognize that your success has not been an individual effort, and that while you are excited and proud of what you've achieved, so are the others here today, because you've had support from your teachers, your administrators, your friends, and your family. They've all wanted you to be successful in your studies. So you need to look back and remember who helped you with your studies. And also remember those who even made you study, even though you didn't want to. And I can assure you, we've all had moments like that. Whether you know it or not right now, you have been given the tools to go forward, to continue your learning. Over the next few years, you will face challenges that will test you. But stay true to yourself. You will discover, like I did, that the more you learn, the more you will learn you have to learn. I joined Peel Regional Police a long time ago as a young cadet, and I faced challenges as everyone does. And some challenges that I really wasn't prepared for. But each time I looked at the challenges as an opportunity to learn. And I can tell you, I was provided great opportunities, and to this day, I'm still provided with great opportunities. Sometimes the opportunities that are going to present yourself to you are going to put you out of your comfort zone. And I'm going to say to you, this is when I have learned the most. Don't always do what's feeling comfortable. As you go into high school, you're going to find that some people take the easy road. And I want you to encourage you to take a chance and sometimes try things that are difficult. Albert Einstein once said that the person who follows the crowd goes no further than the crowd. The person who follows the crowd goes no further than the crowd, but the person who travels alone may often find themselves in places that no one has been before. The knowledge I gained and the skills I have developed during my life made me the person I am today. And it's important to know that the lessons you learn in grade school will stay with you forever. You will go into high school and hopefully post-secondary school, but the friendships and the lessons you've learned in grade school will be like no other. Lessons like singing and playing the recorder, public speaking, reading aloud, sharing, playing on teams, having a sense of humor. These were all lessons that you will need when you go forward in life. But let me get back to the 5 C's. So the first C I want to talk to you about is courage. When I say courage, I don't mean the type of courage that police officers have when they are faced with dangerous situations and they run into buildings to save people, but rather the courage to make the right decision. As you go forward in your life, you're going to be faced with so many decisions. You must have the courage to make the right decision. Sometimes the right thing to do is not the easiest thing to do. You should never be afraid to stand up for what is right. Protect your values and your integrity. There will be decisions that you alone will have to make, and I'm encouraging you today to have courage to do what is right. Courage to make the hard decisions in your life and courage to be true to yourself. Sometimes you will be surprised that it is your closest friends who may test you the most and force you to make a difficult decision. This is when you will require courage. Courage to do what is right, and sometimes that means going against your friends. Commitment. Identify your goals and be committed to achieving them. Don't give up on yourself. Be committed to excellence in everything you do, and always be true to your word. Commit to something and stick to it. Don't let others decide what is best for you. Sometimes life is going to throw you a curveball, and at some point you may think you want to give up. Well, don't. Focus on a goal and achieve it. If you need help along the way, ask for help and don't be afraid to do so. We all need support from time to time. So I've mentioned courage and I've mentioned commitment, and now I want to talk to you about communication. Communication skills are so important. There is no point in having a good idea if it cannot be heard the way you meant it to be. Be sure that your messages are received the way they're intended to be. I think we can all remember a time when we send a message and it wasn't really received the way we thought it would be. And I can see some of you nodding and you're thinking about what I'm saying here. We live in a time, or more importantly, you live in a time, that you are constantly in communication with each other. And when you ignore them, or when you send the wrong message, there is an immediate reaction. My advice to you is to be careful how you communicate. Do not deliver important messages via Snapchat, Instagram, text messages. Important messages should always be delivered in person. Never underestimate the power of a face-to-face conversation. And when it comes time to listen, listen, because listening leads to learning. My fourth C is common sense. Common sense, I think, is like a superpower. So many people underestimate the value of good common sense. I see some of you smiling and a few of you are chuckling and you're really thinking, really, the chief, did she just say common sense? Really, common sense? Yes, common sense. Common sense is not as common as you would think. None of us know everything. That is for certain. So what are we to do when we are confronted with a situation we've never encountered before? You need to rely on your common sense. Let it be your guide. You know, it's that little voice in your head. You think something's wrong, and you're saying, maybe I shouldn't do this. Well, listen to it. Listen to your gut. That is your common sense trying to steer you in the right direction. My last and final C is community. And while I leave community to the last, it is by no means less significant than the others. But rather, it's the one I want to end on because I think it's an important message to remember. Our community supports you, and it will continue to. Your community needs you to support it. Don't forget where you came from. Be proactive wherever community your life comes to take you. You're going to go on to high school and do your community service hours, but try and find something that's going to make a big impact on you and your community. Most high schools offer most high school students do complete much more community hours than they ever need to. And it's because they start getting involved and they realize the impact it's having on them. So my 5 C's, and thankfully there will not be a test on this, are courage, commitment, communication, common sense, and community. I hope I've left you with some important lessons for life. I could easily remind you about my first set of lessons, which were always wear your seatbelt. And while I think this is an important lesson, that goes back to common sense, doesn't it? My heartfelt congratulations go out to you today. I look back at my grade school graduation with such fond memories because I'm still so connected to some of my friends from grade school. Those are the friends that created the person that I am today. It has been an honor for me to speak to you today. The world is waiting for you. Make the right decisions. I know you will. I'm so impressed with what I've seen so far. And I have to end with, always wear your seatbelt. Thank you.